This tutorial will continue our series on using the Site Wizard in Site Builder. Here are the pages that are currently in our existing site structure. Here we can select from a variety of page sets that include the pages we can add to our structure. The standard pages that are in the selected page set are displayed here. Special pages that add extra functionality to the site can be selected here. This option sets the default language for the page. This option can be used to add a hit counter to every page. Scroll back to the top of the page. Let's select a different page set. Click the page set. Let's add a page. Click the checkbox. Click the right arrow button. Now let's remove a page. Click the checkbox. Click the left arrow button. We can also adjust the position of the links in the navigation. Click the checkbox. We can move the link up we can move it back down. We can move it so that it is a subpage of the previous one. We can also return it to the root level of the navigation. Now let's scroll to the bottom so we can rename the page. Click the Rename button. Enter the new name. Now that we have our structure in place, let's save our changes before we proceed. Click the Save Changes button. Scroll to the bottom of the page. Click the next link. Here we can use the site map to select the page we want to edit. We can change the page title. Let's change the page file name. We can also add page keywords and a page description that will be stored in meta tags for the page. Meta tags with keywords and the page description are used by search engines that index listings for pages. Let's hide the sitemap and begin editing our page. Site Builder provides us with a toolbar of commonly used controls to adjust the content of the page. Highlight the existing content. First, let's select the font we want to use. Now let's change the type. Now, let's go back to the sitemap and edit a different page. Let's save the changes first before we proceed. Click the Save Changes button. Let's edit our sitemap page. Let's also rename the file for this one. Now let's remove the sample content. Site Builder also has several modules that can be used to add functionality to the page. Let's add the one for the sitemap. The use of some modules may be dependent on the configuration of the server that will be hosting the account. Modules that are not compatible with the hosting configuration will return an error when an attempt to publish the site is made. If you receive one of these errors when using a module and you're not the system administrator of the hosting server, contact your provider for assistance. Click the Properties link. Here we can select the layout and style options for the sitemap. Click the OK button. We can also hide the Modules panel. Click the Save Changes button.